Peace, peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light. We are here at the Artist Must Try podcast. This is our first official episode. I've got my first official guest here in the house. You're going to get to meet him very soon. And yeah, thank you for the journey. Thank you for being here. At any point that you come into this conversation, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this content. Leave a comment so we know what you feel. Leave a comment so my guest knows how you feel. Leave a comment so I know how you feel, because we do this art in a silo and we don't get to interact with people. So make sure that you interact with us and let us know what you're getting, what you need more of, what you like, what you don't like. All right. And without further ado, I'm going to bring my guest onto the screen by himself. And he's about to introduce himself to y'all. And then we're going to share the space together and get a conversation going. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you Bobby Plays.
Bobby Plays in the building. X-Cartel, the label. Some of y'all may know me, some of y'all may not. Upcoming artists out of Atlanta. I'm actually in the process of getting the platform, created for you guys right now. Everything is going good. I'm doing a lot of network with a lot of artists. You guys may know this already in the industry. I know everybody from the east side of Atlanta to east side zone 6, the city of Atlanta, Decatur, Stone Mountain, whatever you may call it. Like I said, Bobby Plays in the building. Some of y'all may know me as StOOpid. I've been out here for a long time, creating a lot of good material for you guys. Like, I'm out here.
Thank you. And let's share space together, brother. Okay. I got some questions for you about your journey, about your life as a man, your life as an artist, and really, I just want to get to know you a little bit better, and the people get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
All right. So let's see how this goes. At what age did you discover your creativity?
I would say officially about 12 when I know I really wanted to do it.
All right.
12. I was writing grams and, my mom was, she was being real good on coaching me, like, you can do it. So about 12 years old, I started seriously taking it serious.
All right. And was this initial creativity the same way you express yourself today when you?
I wouldn't say not actually. Everything that I express today is from, experience that I've got over time. So I wouldn't say I started how I am today, but over time I gained a lot of different stuff that I use in my material.
Did you start out as a poet or as a songwriter, or did you start out as a?
Initially straight songwriter.
So your artistry, and you're a songwriter today.
Correct.
Okay. So, your artistry has, you'd say your artistry has grown in, has it you, did you start out writing pop songs or rap songs?
Rap from the beginning. Everything was rap.
Okay.
From what I listened to, from what I was around, everything was rap.
Okay. And, just real quick, what were a couple of your initial influences? You could drink, be comfortable.
Artists?
Yeah.
Of course, Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Was my biggest idol. Like, I wanted to be Lil Wayne. Everything he said, I just believed in it. Like, he was just like my role model.
He is the voice of the generation. Definitely the voice
Correct.
of your generation.
Correct.
Do you date yourself? What are you, a millennial? What?
Like far as generation rap?
Yeah.
I would say, like I said, I make hits. So, I can kind of switch it up, fluctuate, go back and forth between what I want to make for what type of people or genre of music that I want to make.
So you strive to make something timeless, maybe, or?
Of course. Something that's not going to get old.
How, you said you were 12 when you discovered your creativity, and how old were you when you began to take your creativity seriously?
About 14, 15 when I started getting serious with it. About 14, 15 when I know I was official and I could make it.
Was there something serious that happened to you? Something, the second part of this question is, was there a particular instance or something that happened in your life that made you take it more serious, or maybe in this case something that made you realize you could be more serious? I don't know.
It was just like the crowd that I was hanging around. Just the music that we was listening to, and after a while, it was just a spark in my sound that had changed, and that's what really made me know that I could do it. Like it just sparked in my sound. Like you asked me about the pop when I first started, I was always able to create hits. Every time I sat down and wrote on the pad, I was destined to make the hit. So once the spark in my sound changed and my vocal came out different with the harmony, that's when I knew I could make it. Like later on down in the interview, we'll get into when Future came out and everybody came out with the harmonizing, like artists like Lucci, Young Thug.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you about
Yeah.
collaborations and everything. I'm curious. You're on camera by yourself right now,
Right.
so you just get to tell the people, how do you define your artistry? I know some people don't want to put in a box, but now I've asked you a bunch of questions about your artistry. How do you define it? Maybe you have a 90-second pitch or an elevator pitch or something.
Um,
You're in the elevator right now, with with Dina Marto. You know what I'm saying? You got a few seconds to pitch to her.
and
Which,
saying like how would I describe myself?
yeah.
Like I say, like I don't know. I really just keep it natural. Like I'm hot. Like it's like as far as what would you like for me to bring to the table? Like I'm hot. It's like I would just have to introduce it, organic how I am. I would just have to, be myself. I wouldn't be able to describe that, verbatim. I would just I would come up with it right there on the spot.
So you're saying you're somebody who you like to be fluid. You don't like yourself in a box. I asked you about what generation you consider yourself.
Right.
You didn't put yourself in a box,
Right.
and about your artistry, you also refuse to be put in a box.
Right. Right.
Okay.
I'm out of the box. I'm unleashed. I can make it happen.
Okay, that's cool. I like that. I like that. I like that. You got me smiling up here. Let me ask, have you won any awards or accolades for your work?
Yes, I have.
Okay, can you tell us about some?
I did an event in Charlotte, North Carolina, when I was about 21. That's actually when Pinky the Porn Star was hot. And,
Okay.
I won that little event. It was a strip club called Club Nicky's. I actually wasn't even old enough to be in the club.
Tell us. You want to tell the people about it? This is a chance for you to get up close and personal. The artist must try is about your journey.
Yeah.
So you can tell people what you want to tell them.
Yeah, I was actually, like I said, I won a little event at Club Nicky's on Little Rock Road in Charlotte, North Carolina. I wasn't old enough to be in the club. I was supposed to meet with Epic, Interscope, and Universal, and the only reason why I was able to get in the club because I wanted to perform artist. But at the time, I wasn't supposed to be in the club. We had a lot of confusion about me getting in the club, and I actually ended up winning this show.
Do you remember who? I'm just asking you questions now in the moment. Do you remember who produced that track for you, or?
Joe Gutter actually produced that track. The guy who made Water. Joe Gutter actually produced that track.
And how old were you? You said you weren't old enough to get in the club. How old were you?
When the track came out, I was about 19. When I performed it in Mickey's, I was about 21.
Okay.
The club was a 25 and older strip club.
I mean, yeah, it's a strip club. So, 19 years old and even thinking about in a strip club at 21, was it your first time?
Right, no, not actually.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. That's lovely. And that's Charlotte, North Carolina. Are you from Charlotte?
No, I'm not.
You're from Atlanta?
No, I'm not.
Okay. I saw your IG. Your IG says East Side.
East Side of Atlanta. I was actually raised in Atlanta, but I wasn't born in Grant.
Okay. Here's a similar question. Can you tell us about one or more of your more personal achievements or milestones that you've reached? Let me me myself, I'm turning 50 this year. And so for me, I always try to mark my years by little things I've achieved and stuff like this. So can you tell us about a personal milestone that you've achieved in your life, that something that makes you proud, something that?
Well, actually, I just had a newborn son, and he's 2 months. He'll be 3 months on May 23rd. So, he's a lot of my motivation as of right now.
Wow, congratulations.
So I could say when you say marking my milestone, like he's really my biggest focus right now.
Wow.
And it's really everything that I'm doing as far as, my goals, my spirit, my energy, and my son.
I hear a change in your demeanor, everything as you talk about him. Your smile is more vibrant than it already is. Is he your first child?
No, he's not.
Okay.
He's a blessing.
And you're in his life.
He's my youngest son.
Sounds like you're in his life, involved. Beautiful. Um, well, on that very note, how has your, the conversation evolves, and it's also got a way that it's designed to go, which I kind of like how this one is moving. I'm going to give it to you uncut. I'm not going to edit these. You can edit them as you will. All right. With your son, you don't have to say his name or anything, but with your new son in the world, how has your artistry impacted the world?
Like I said, my delivery is way different. I'm a lot more focused than I was before. I'm a lot more independent than I was before. How we met the other night, I'm way more driven. I'm going to pop-up shops. It's more, everything is more convenient. Everything is more like I'm there. It's on demand. I'm there. You need me there. I'm there. I'm staying up late. I'm going to work at 4 in the morning. I'm still making it to clubs to do shows. I'm still making it to pop-up shops. I'm still doing studio sessions. At the same time, still writing music in the middle and still making it up 4 o'clock in the morning to get to work. So, I'm doing a lot. I'm juggling with a lot right now.
So that's my next question is, how do you want to impact the world with your art? So my first question, how has your artistry impacted the world? You're telling me, and I'm getting it from you, you're telling me how your drive is, how driven you are. How do you want to impact the world with your art? When we think about, do you know about the butterfly effect? Have you ever heard about this?
I've heard about it, but I'm not.
So the butterfly effect is the idea that a butterfly flapping its wings in Southeast Asia creates a tornado or a hurricane in the Atlantic, because everything is interconnected, everything is related. So as you as an artist, me as an artist, I try my best to um, impact the world in a positive way. I try to impact the world so that my son and my daughter see what a good man is like, or um, so that maybe the kids down the block will play with my children more. I try to have a positive impact in the world. What what kind of impact do you want to have in the world?
Well, like you said, you was giving it to me uncut.
Uh-huh.
So we got to keep it uncut.
All right.
Honestly, I can't lie, I'm a gangster. And,
Okay.
that pretty much sums it up in one word. I am a gangster.
Well, one of my favorite artists is a gangster, Ice Cube. So, and he has made a huge positive impact. Right, we're both on camera right now. This is not gonna be some saying somebody else's interview where you don't get to see who I am. You feel me? And you're in my space. You know what I'm saying? So it's you like a gangster is what? A gangster is a person who breaks the rules to make a positive change.
Correct.
Who
A gangster is not always described as a villain.
Right.
The definition of gangster is not a villain. A gangster can be a family man. The gangster can have a positive image also, but at the end of the day, a gangster is still a gangster. I'm a good guy. I got a good heart, but anybody out here that knows me can tell you he's a gangster.
Yeah. I mean, I feel the vibe. I feel the energy. I felt it the other day in the club. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so, do you go by Bobby or Plays?
I go by StOOpid. StOOpid.
Okay.
Bobby Plays was my reinvention of my artistry.
Okay.
So yeah, that was like a better catch. We was getting a lot of havoc of StOOpid, and they got stupid beats. When they label gas, they say it's the stupid gas. So at the time I was coming out, when I was in my prime and my music was, a little bit more relevant, I was going with StOOpid. And, if you know me out here, or you know somebody that knows me, everybody calls me stupid, and it's not spelled STUPID. It's STOOPID, capital O's.
Okay.
But when I did my recreation of myself and I reinvented, my sound. And like I said, like you asked me when I was 12, I went back harder. So I changed my sound again. I came up with better material and I went with the Bobby plays. Actually, because I was in the streets, I was trapping, and one of my J's name was Bobby. So I took my name and I screwed it, and I was like, okay, in my phone I say Bobby, that's my play. So he was spending most of the money, and I was catching him a lot. He was spending big money with me, and I said, you know what? That's my new name on Bobby Plays.
Okay. So, and now your IG has only Bobby Plays. You've reinvented yourself.
Right.
Very cool. Is stupid was the capital O's, is it like looking and a lookout like on the stoop?
Right. Like eyes.
That's dope.
Right.
Respect.
Right.
Yeah. And I've never seen that name before as an MC. So I respect that as well.
It was catchy back then, but I got older, and times have changed. Music has changed.
Yeah.
So I recreated a whole different image.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's still related to stupid. Everything I'm doing is still related to stupid, and people change their names all the time. So when I do explode, I'm gonna bring out stupid.
That's grown right there. That's king energy. That's royal energy. You know what I'm saying? And the belief in self.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That when you do explode. Well, on that note, can you remember any difficulty? Or enjoy your drink. You know what I'm saying? I know you just got off work. Can you remember any difficult times that you wanted to quit? Is there a time that you want to share? Maybe I don't know if you want to share with the people, or any time that was really difficult that you felt like you wanted to quit.
Different times. I've had ups and downs. I've been in the street. I've been homeless. I've walked the street, slept outside, slept in bed. That was like so. Often I would have been plenty of times, but all around, I never just wanted to give up the music like at all. But I've definitely had struggles off and on. We're still having struggles. Nobody's life is perfect, but I've had some bad times. I had some fucked up times. So yeah, but I've never ever wanted to give up the music. Never. I've never wanted to quit.
You sound almost like you'd like a lot of men. You sound almost like life is has a great meaning for you, or there's something more than just the daily grind about life for you. That's what it sounds like. Would you say that's true?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's deeper than rap. It's deeper than music. But the most of it to me like is wrapped around the music. But I'm still human, so I'm still living my everyday life. I'm dealing with struggles. I'm dealing with trials and tribulations. But music is my number one fan. So yeah, life is deep. It's levels to this shit.
When you say music is your number one fan, you mean that music? What does that mean?
Music is, I wake up with music. I go to sleep with music. At work on music, with the family on music. Right here with this interview, it's about music. Everything to me is music. I hear a beat in my ear all day. I can't do nothing without music being involved. I can't, I don't live any day without some form of music being, involved in my life.
Do you create? Are you a writer, a producer, composer? What do you play instruments?
No, I'm a writer and an entertainer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a writer and an entertainer. I started with the piano a long time ago. I let go of that. I was into beats, but I never took it serious. I never got the equipment, but I do have a great ear for music. I can time the track. I can tell you, I don't care how long you've been in the game. I don't care how experienced you are. I can listen to the track one time or halfway through the song. I can time the track, tell you if it's off, if you delayed, if you're short, if you made a mistake, then all that is off here in the beat. I can time a beat so superb to where you'll be like, how did you do that? That's how talented I am with the music.
Beautiful. Yeah, some people just have it innately. It's just in them.
It's natural.
Okay, you get to work on one project with any artist, any discipline, from any era. This is the dead or alive question. Who is it and why? Who do you want to work with and why?
Who do I want to work with? And it can be different age, any generation.
It could be, yeah.
Of course, I would say Lil Wayne. Of course.
Okay.
I would say Lil Wayne. But Lil Wayne is kind of overrated, so Lil Wayne is overrated. Like Lil Wayne is a fall.
He might see this interview. Okay.
Of course, Lil Wayne. Like I said, Lil Wayne is that's always been my guy. But when it comes to creating projects, I've never really thought about. I'm a big Luther Vandross fan.
Luther Vandross? Oh wow. Okay.
Luther Vandross fan. I'm into samples, so I like a lot of R&B too. I like a lot of old school and I like blues a lot. So that's a tricky question because there's different fields that I can jump in with it. Bobby Womack
Okay.
is a big idol as well.
All right.
So it depends on what type of music and what kind of project I would be creating from the asset project.
A big thing about dream setting, I'm just going to throw this out here, and creating our manifestations on this planet is being uh, definitive, being being precise. We got to put our finger on it. All right. So I'm not going to force you to now, but it's good. We get the questions out, and then you can come back to it. You can watch.
Always.
Um, what sources? I want to answer this question as well. Okay. What sources do you use for your inspiration, and how do you continue? What sources do you use for your inspiration, and how do you continue? I'm gonna steal the camera from you real quick, and answer my own question. Um, so yeah, you're not on camera. You're not on camera. Do you want the air on?
Oh, I was gonna actually come out the jacket because it was.
I feel you. I see you. I see
and
you.
I didn't want to be sweating on camera.
I feel you. I see you.
But like I said, I got the label on the back. They need to be
nice. We'll get that back. We'll get that back on camera real quick. So I said, what sources do you use for your inspiration, and how do you continue? And this is really a two-part question. For me, my source for inspiration personally is daily life. At this point in my life, with 3 children and my wife of 21 years, I've been using my daily life as my inspiration, and things that come up as the inspiration. And the way I continue is like from two questions ago. The way I continue is because there's something more about this than me. I know and I accept that I am only a vessel, and that I've been given a message, or I'm a conduit, whatever you want to say, for a message. And so that's how I continue every day. I know I have to leave a legacy for my children. You know what I'm saying? So now I want to people are depending on me. Exactly. And so now I'll ask you the question again. And then I'll put you on camera by yourself for your answer. What sources do you use, or what sources do you look to for your inspiration, and how do you continue? How do you continue to work and to create as an artist, as a Black man, here in America? How do you? It's kind of like it's in there, right?
It's a question within a question.
Yeah. Yep. I want to know what you do on a daily for inspiration, and
what do I do on a daily for inspiration? And what is my source?
What are your daily sources, or what is your source for inspiration, and how do you continue? How do you continue to strive and continue to work? Because you said you won't stop. You said you're here.
That's a tricky question. Family, of course, definitely family. Like you said, I can agree with you on that. A big thing is like my son and family, of course. But when you say source of inspiration, what keeps me going? Like what keeps me driven? What keeps me going? Like with the music, or just period?
You can take it where you want. You can talk about the music. You said it's all about the music for you, which I feel. Or you can look at the people and tell them what it is that keeps you going as a man. What it is that when you wake up in the morning. At least on that sense, we have that in common. It's like
And I am gonna put my jacket back on. I just had to cool down.
Okay, I can turn it. I can turn it off.
Nah, you can leave that on.
Okay.
I ain't
Oh,
gonna-
show the people your name. You said you were
Yeah.
going to show the people the logo.
Yeah, the X Cartel logo.
That is dope too.
Yeah, X Cartel. We coming with that. You guys gonna see a lot of that. That's my actual label. I broke from a unit that I was with. They were named the Cartel. And you know me, I always have to be different, so I had to X Cartel. You know, and I put a lot of work in for this. So if you got one of these, you're blessed to have one of these. There's people that had one of these that still want one of these. If you got one of these, you blessed. You with us. It's hard to get one of these. It's gonna be like a chain one day. If you don't got a chain around your neck, you're not with us.
Oh, limited runs. Limited runs. We love it.
Yeah.
Exclusives.
Yeah. It'll be good to have one of these one day. Yeah, people are big. They know about that. So we were talking about the source of inspiration.
Your source of inspiration. How do you continue? For some people, it's God. For some people, it's
It's family with me. Like I said before when we were speaking, you know, I know that people depend on me. You know, mom, you know, she really looks forward to me, you know, not doing anything crazy and, you know, being here for people. I don't want to break hearts. I don't want to hurt people. And, you know, I just don't want to put their family through nothing. You know, you got some people, they take their family through a lot of different things, jail, death. It's a lot of people being buried these days. And, you know, you don't know how that affects everybody else that cares about you, love you. So my biggest thing in, you know, what I do with my daily is making sure that I stay alive and breathing, you know, most likely, hopefully free all the time just for a family because that shit is real stressful when you got people that love you, you got kids to feed, and then you just up and leave or you just up and get locked up. So that's my biggest, you know, daily thing with, you know, inspiration and my source of inspiration on keeping going is just, you know, just staying here for family because I got people that depend on me. You know, the kids, mom, you know, grandma, you know, that shit can be stressful. And, you know, some people just don't care. They just up and leave off something they was doing in the street. And the next thing you know, you got people that really love you, you know, all broken and stressed out and really hurt behind, you know, actions that you made. So that's really what keeps me going, you know, my family and just trying to make positive decisions. Even though I said I'm a gangster, making great decisions, you know, for the future.
that is the most gangster answer and the most real, authentic, real G answer you could give. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for
That's
that.
real.
Thank you for that.
That's real.
You already told me who your biggest influences are. Lil Wayne, Bobby Womack, Luther Vandross. Those are some dope people. Um, so here's one. Can you describe or do you have a creative process? Do you have a certain way that you create?
Instrumental first, of course. But I can hear a sound, something I'm doing, something I'm listening to, so you know, somewhere I'm at, I could be in the setting. And I can hear a specific sound and I'll go from that sound. I never just sit down and say, okay, I'm gonna write some shit. I go off sound. Like I said, that's where my talent comes in. I go off sound. I can hear, like I said, Luther Vandross, Bobby Womack. 104.1 can come on. I can hear Bobby Womack hit a note. It's been a long time coming. And I know, and I take that, and I know, no, and I just work out that.
Dope,
Yeah,
dope.
just that one piece. And off of how I was feeling that vibe, off that one sound, whatever I heard, and then he hit that, and then wherever I was thinking, wherever my mind was at the time. And I know, bitch, I know.
Yeah.
I just ride.
Okay. I love it. Um, do you create continually, seasonally, or sporadically? Is your creation
Random.
it's random?
Random.
Okay.
Sometimes I stop, like I said, I'm getting better with, you know, being more relevant. You
Okay.
know, I'm being a little bit more, you know, right on spot. Sometimes I lack, sometimes I get procrastinative and, you know, I stop. But I pick it right back up. So sometimes I do go on long, you know, spurts of not fucking with the music and then I snap out of it. So, you know, my creation is random. And like I said, I can be down, I can be in the blue, and the next thing you know, I can hear something, somebody can drop a tape, and I'm back. I'm back with the music, I'm back dropping hits, I'm back. I got a single out, pushing it, I'm doing shows, I'm doing pop-up shops, I'm doing features, I'm in the studio. And just what, 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, I wasn't even fucking around. I was just working, grinding, taking care of the family, and then next thing you know, life can change. I can turn a corner. Next thing you know, he in the strip club. He's doing the show. He rocking the mic. And that's how I pick up. So it is random.
Okay. And I'm gonna switch these. What are you just showed me that you're able to create on the spot. You
Right.
just did that just now. Um and
Can't create on the spot.
yeah, I want to ask you if you can create something on the spot, but I must admit that I'm not ready to.
Okay, so we can save that.
Yeah, I gotta do that another day. Um, I only have a few more questions for you. Um, do you have or what are your creative goals?
Mm. Creative goals, financial, of course, to make bread,
Okay,
support the family, of course. That's not all I'm in it for, because music is my passion.
right.
I'm in it for just the music. I love music, but
There's
I
nothing
want
wrong
to
with
be,
wanting to eat off of
yeah, I
it.
want to be financially stable and not to flex and throw money at clubs. I just want to be able to support my people.
Yeah,
Later on I might get into some black activist shit later on down the line. But for the beginning, I just want to be able to take care of my kids, tie some loose ends, and make up for the time that I've lost.
that's honorable. That's respectful. That's yeah.
So financial gain is my biggest concern with the music.
Okay. I think a lot of people want to get rich off of it. It's
Right.
refreshing to hear you just you
Confirm, right?
well not yeah that you want to get that you but you're not doing it to get rich.
Right.
You're doing
Right.
it,
Right.
because you love it.
Right. I'm
It
doing
would
it because I love the music, but I definitely want to be able to support myself and my family.
yeah. And that's right. We all have the right to.
Right. I think that's the motive. Take care of home.
I mean, that's what the culture is about. The culture has created that space for us to do that with.
Right.
So,
In a way, it's like they don't really want us to eat, so you gotta find a plan B.
well, I mean, yeah, now we're getting political. Now we're getting political.
We'll save that too.
Yeah. Um, that could be yeah, that's another conversation. That's for when I call you back and we have a deeper conversation. Um, so I've got really just two more questions for you.
Okay.
Um, do you have any words of advice for yourself in the future? For yourself or for future young artists who are gonna see this? Anything that you want to say?
I actually do. Think before your actions. Always. Think before you make a decision that can cost you your life. Um, like I said, for me personally, be a better dad. Be a better man. You know, change some of my ways of thinking from, my childhood and my past, how I was, to where I'm going. But, for the people, all I can say is, you guys think before you make different decisions because it can cost you your life. So, that's a big thing that I'm living by right now. Like I said, think before you make your next action. Make your next move your best move always, because it can cost you your life. And I can't sit up here and give you the whole game, but I am human and I do fight my own situations and my own demons, and I am going through something that we didn't discuss here on this interview. But, all I can say is think before you make your decision because it can cost you everything.
Is there anything that I didn't ask you that anything current that you have going on that you want to tell people about right now before you do a sign out and tell people where to find you?
Not really. You asked me where I was from. You asked me about the music. So everything you pretty much covered. Like I said, I did want to tell y'all I'm ex-cartel. Before we do the sign out, like I said, I know a lot of people out here.
If you got a project right now, this is the perfect time to do a little. If you can.
EP on the way. EP on the way. I think I'm gonna go with that's StOOpid. Oh, you talking about stupid? I think that's what we're gonna name the EP. Oh, you talking about stupid? Like I said, there's a lot of guys that I've done business with. There's a lot of people in the industry that he didn't ask. Miles didn't ask me, but it's a lot of guys who you may be right next to who's out right now. You know who you know in the city of Atlanta. I do know them. I have done music with them. We have done features. You know, I went to school with them. We made packs. Whoever get on first, we'll come back and get them. I'm still here and I'm still striving. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. That's about it.
That is positivity. That is positivity exemplified. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of people who try to take us down the wrong road all the time. So it's really good to be the bigger man or the better man and not play those games. You know what I'm saying? One thing about me, the way I've, Mega Cypher is mental energies gather and circulate in positive harmony. And so it's really been a challenge throughout my life to live in that space.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not let people take you down the wrong road. You know, it plays out in a beautiful way.
It can get,
Yeah,
get negative, real negative.
it can.
We're gonna hope and we're gonna pray for the best.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna look for the best.
And let's put you on camera by yourself and tell people where they can find you one last time. Your name is on the screen, Bobby Plays, at Bobby Plays on IG.
IG at Bobby Plays, Bobby.plays. YouTube is under Diego X Cartel, DIEGOEXKARTELL. That's my YouTube page. More work coming soon. A few minor shows on there, a couple tracks that you guys probably never heard. Like I said, Diego X Cartel for YouTube. IG Bobby.plays. Make sure you put a dot between Bobby and Plays. PLAYS. Like I said, once again, everybody on the street may know me as StOOpid, STOOPID, capital O's. Other than that, I am out here. I'm local. You have all my internet, source, and that's how you know how to find me. I'm out here.
Beautiful. We're going to put all of your social links in the video description on YouTube and share that with you, and you can share it with people. And let me thank you. I thank you for being here with me. I thank you for sharing the space with me, brother. All right. Everybody out there, be mindful, be conscious of your energy. It affects those around you. And keep it light, keep it loving. Peace, love, and light. This is the Artist Must Try. All right.
That was decent.